Can I tell you a secret? Do you know that most new moms think that breastfeeding problem means that they are doing something wrong? But one of the biggest surprises after birth is that most things that seem scary or even frustrating are actually completely normal. Your baby wants to feed again just after about 30 minutes. It is normal. You can't tell how much milk they are getting. It's also normal. You feel exhausted, emotional, and even unsure if you are doing the right things. It's also still normal. So, if you are seeing me for the first time, I remain your pharmacist, Adamaka. Welcome to Aster-Care Arena. In this video today, I'm going to be walking you through the ultimate first week breastfeeding checklist that can help you feel more confident, more comfortable, and less overwhelmed. Make sure you stay till the end because I'm sharing one thing every new mom wish they knew before she started breastfeeding. The first is the biggest fear. So let's start with a question that keeps so many mothers awake at night, which is my baby getting enough milk? But then the truth is that in the first week, it's usually very difficult to know exactly how much milk your baby is taking in. That is why healthcare professionals recommend watching your baby's output rather than focusing on the ons. And here is the simple guide I have for you. From day 1 to 2, you should have changed 1 wet diaper per day. For day 3, we should be talking around 2 wet diapers. For day 4 to 5, the number should have increased to around 3 to 4 wet diapers. This is what I mean by watching the output. By day 4, many babies begin producing the yellow mustard colored stool after the dark meconium passes. And here is something important. Babies often feed frequently during the first week. And in this situation, it doesn't mean you automatically have a low milk supply. What you just need to know is that frequent feeding can be a normal part of establishing breastfeeding. I have a question for you watching this right now. Are you ever worried if your baby was still hungry right after feeding? Well, if so, just know that you are definitely not alone. The next is the mindset shift. Now, here is something every new mom needs to hear. Breastfeeding, you see, is a skill. It is not a test, neither is it a competition, and it's definitely not something you either naturally know or don't. So just think about it, that this is also your baby's first time of feeding. So if things feel awkward, messy, or difficult at first, that doesn't mean you are failing. It simply means you're practicing. The next point here is the latch checklist. Do you know that a comfortable latch can make a huge difference? I'm going to be giving you 3 quick things to check out for. Number 1, aim for more breast tissue under your baby's chin rather than above the nose. What that means is that you should know how to hold the breast so that the breast tissue does not block the baby's nose. Number 2, look for what many lactation consultants call the fish lip. That is, their lips should be flagged outward rather than tucked inward. Number 3, pay attention to how it feels. You know what I mean? A good latch often feels like a rhythmic feeling or a tugging sensation. So, if you experience sharp pinching pain that continue beyond the initial moment of feeling, it's okay to gently break the latch and try again. Remember, restarting doesn't mean you are failing. It's just troubleshooting. Now, there are 3 breastfeeding myths that causes unnecessary stress. So now, let's clear up the 3 common myths. Myth number 1. Many feel that if their baby wants to feed often, it simply means they are not producing enough milk. But here is the reality. Frequent feeding can be completely normal, especially during growth spurts and cluster feeding periods. Myth number 2. Some or many believe that breastfeeding should always hurt. For real? Please pay attention and get the reality. Some tenderness may occur initially, which is normal, but ongoing pain deserves attention and support. Myth number 3. Many think that a good mother should instructively know how to breastfeed. But then, here comes the reality. Breastfeeding is learned. Needing help does not mean you are doing anything wrong. What next? Build your breastfeeding command center. Now, it's time to make breastfeeding seasons more comfortable. Now, before you sit down to breastfeed as a mother, create what I call the breastfeeding command center. I know you'll be wondering what I am talking about, but I know there are essential things you need to keep close by or nearby as a mother before you start breastfeeding to make it easy for you. Alright, you need a large water bottle, one-handed snacks such as fruits, nuts, or granola bars, a buff clothes, your phone, book, podcast, or entertainment of choice, and supportive pillows to protect your back, your shoulder, and wrists. Now, all of this I'm mentioning may not even make any sense to you, but then when the feeding process lasts longer than expected, that is when you'll be grateful that everything I've mentioned earlier is within your reach. Now, in all I've said, don't forget about yourself, the mother. Here is something that often gets overlooked. You, the mother, matter too. Try to spend some time skin to skin whenever possible. This skin to skin contact does a lot of things. It supports bonding and help to encourage feeding, especially those challenging newborn weeks. You need it. Now, I want to give you that one thing every new mom should remember. If in all of this video you remember just one thing, please let it be this I'm about to say. Feeding your baby is not a performance, and you do not need to figure out everything all by yourself. What your baby needs is loving and responsive mother, and that is already you. If something feels wrong, trust yourself and then reach out for support from your healthcare provider or a lactation consultant. You know what? There is no award for struggling in stress. So now it's my turn. I did love to hear from you. What was your biggest surprise about breastfeeding that nobody warned you about? Share it in the comments below. Your experience might help another new mom who just finds this video at 2 a.m. searching for reassurance. And if you find this video helpful, just subscribe if you've not for practical evidence-based health tips, including motherhood tips designed to make your parenting journey a little easier. Thanks for watching. Do like and share. It's Timmy, your pharmacist, Adamaka. See you in my next video. Bye.